What's up, guys? We are back here at our HQ. Today we're going to be working on the SR itself. We got the manifolds back from powder coating and everything like that. So we're going to be swapping some the intake manifold over. We're going to be swapping the exhaust manifold. Well, not swapping the exhaust manifold, but putting the new turbo on the exhaust manifold. And then just tightening some things up. I'm probably going to spray some stuff. Well, not spray some stuff. We're gonna paint some of the engine bay again. Not so much as the engine bay, but cleaning up some of the lines, like the brake lines. You know, repainting them black, making it look nice and uniform. Fuel cell is ordered. We got the fuel cell. We went to Jazz Performance black powder coated fuel cell, and then we have to order the AN -8 and I think -6 for the fuel lines for the feed and the return. And then that's how we're going to do that. So let's get started on today. And we're just going to go over basically what SRs are, where they come from, etc., etc. Even though a lot of you already know this. But let's jump right into it, alright? So, another thing, I'm probably going to do a series about how I acquired this car, how I got my car, and how long I've had it. If you guys haven't known already, the car's name is Mika. I've had the car for roughly around 12 years, 12 to 13 years, maybe 14. And I bought it from my friend Joanna, which also knew my other friend Daryl. That's how I met her a long time ago. Went back and forth, got the car, sat for a little while. I picked it up, had an SR in it and everything like that. Drove it for about 4 years. Met some really cool people along the way, which you guys will meet them sometime during this vlog. And then I blew it up down at Gandy, being a dumbass, going to the races, everything. You know, we were drifting, me and my friend Lorenzo. I blew the engine. Well, the engine didn't blow. It had a rod knock on cylinder 2. The oil pickup tube snapped in half. So that's one downside to these SRs is I would always upgrade to an S14 S15 oil pickup tube if you can, because the weak points are the tack welds on the S13. So too much inertia, too much drifting, etc. eventually just snap the pickup tube and I lost oil pressure. So got it home, tore it down, ended up fully building the engine, and we'll go over that in due time when I first had it. But let's get back into it and go from there, right? Milwaukee.
I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you what love's supposed to be. I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you, yeah, I can show you.
So we got the intake off. These hoses look like they're in pretty good condition. They're not too messed up or anything. This engine also has a oil sandwich plate, which is great for the freaking oil pressure gauge and everything I'm going to be putting on here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be painting the block and the head black. I don't know yet. Probably not. Just because there's a couple things that I want to do with the scheme of the color scheme that we're going with. But then again, I don't want to mess anything up. So it's a brand new, freshly built block. Everything's sealed up pretty well. I may clean it up, maybe repaint it. I don't know. We'll see. And we'll see how it goes from there. But let's get to working on some things, getting the intake swapped over. So what we got to do is we have to take this. We got to take the idle air control valve off. We're gonna take the idle air control valve off here, and then swap it over to that intake manifold and the throttle body. I don't know if we'll get the throttle body swapped over because I don't have the Allen tools, but that's what we'll be working with at the moment. So let's jump right into it and keep going. Alright guys, so what we're doing right now is we are swapping the turbo over. We got the intake manifold mounted with the valve cover to show you what it looks like. I honestly think I'm going to paint the engine black. because that's the theme we're going with. So I'm just gonna get some VHT paint and paint this all black. So and then clean the surfaces and stuff on it. So I'll probably run to the parts store, get some VHT high temp paint, and just paint all this like the engine block black and whatnot, because I know what I'm going with on this build, and it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. So let's get down to this turbo. So this is what we're doing around here, down here. This is a Garrett, I think it's a Garrett T28, and we are taking that off and putting on the 2871R. So I'm gonna move this over here. Let me get it. Yeah, we're gonna put the 2871R on here. So got my wrench set. See what size. I think it's a 13 or a 12. Let's see which one we got here. Remember, guys, as I said, this is all, you know, things will get better as the car starts to progress, and once it's running, we can do a lot more cooler stuff with it. You know, build-wise, cage-wise, and do everything from there, from the likes of that, you know. Yeah, it's a 13, so. So, if anybody's wondering, I'm probably going to stick with the stock manifold on this, just because of budget. I'm not trying to put a ton of money into the SR, just because we have a 1.5 JZ that we're building on the side, and I'm not trying to throw, you know, a ton of money into this SR. I mean, don't get me wrong, SRs are my favorite engines of all time. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. I can't tell you. So that's what I'm working with right now. So, as I said, SRs are my favorite engine of all time, and you can ask anybody that I know. I will stand by SRs day and night. I just feel like a lot of people can't maintenance them properly. They don't take care of them properly. They don't drive them properly. They think, oh, turbo car from Japan, I can beat the shit out of it. And that's not the case. I mean, every car has its reliability issues. You know, you got to learn how to hone that in and take care of those reliability issues. So, as I said, we're gonna be running the SR for a little bit. We may do one or two like drift events with it, but nothing too crazy, because I want to enjoy the car. I want to be able to drive it around, hang out with my friends. Like, I haven't been into my 240 in 8 years. That's how long it's been sitting here at the HQ. You know, my friend TK, you know, thank God for him, he's been letting me keep my car here for over 8 years with no questions, nothing. So, I really got to give that guy props for letting me keep it here and keep it in a discreet location, not asking any questions, not asking when we doing this. Hey bro, I need your car gone, anything like that. He was like, let me know when you're ready, and here we are, 8 years later, and we're ready. So, you know, we'll be getting things a little better as we go along with the process of building the car, etc., the video editing, everything like that. This isn't anything crazy. This is like backyard shit. I'm no Jimmy Oaks. I'm no EOT. I'm none of those guys. You know, I don't got tons of funds. I work like 15 hours a fucking day, and I've been hardly getting any time off lately. So this is where I'm at. Oh. Hell yeah, we got some locking tabs. So this turbo right here is going to my best friend Jeffrey. We're going to get his car running. That turbo. Hopefully it's still good, but if it's not, oh well, we'll still get his car running. So that is a S15 turbo. Then we have my 2871R that I picked up from my friend Ronald. No, this is not a real Garrett 2871R. This is a Twisted Motions, you know, eBay special turbo. But I ran this turbo almost 10 years ago, and it was flawless. So I don't know about you guys, but I like trying different things, seeing what's good, what's not, how it flows, how it goes, whatever it may be, you know. So we're gonna mount this on here. See which way we gotta mount it on. So it goes on like this. So going on like that. We might have to clock the turbo manifold itself. We might have to clock this part right here to come up this way. So let's do that now. So guys, we have got the turbos mounted and swapped them out. We got the 2871R mounted to the manifold. So we're just going to set it up there real fast and see how it looks and whatnot. We're going to go to the parts store and get the black paint and whatnot. And we're going to go from there, okay? So let's get to it. What's up guys, we are back from the parts store. I kind of just started doing some stuff off camera just to prep it and whatnot, but so to show people kind of the idea what I'm going for, probably gonna get a lot of hate on it, but we painted the block. Pretty much we painted the block all black, like a wrinkle black, because the theme of the car is red, black, you know, something along those lines. It's gonna be red and black. Those are my favorite colors, so the paint of the car, I have a feeling I know what I'm going to do. It's going to be called a Chameleon Pearlescent black to red and gold. So that's the color we're going to paint the car itself. So that's going to look out pretty sick. But yeah, I just kind of went ahead and did some things off camera. But to show you what we're doing, kind of going with it and whatnot. So gonna let this sit here and dry for a little bit while we work on some other things. So let's get to it. What's up guys, we are at HQ. Today's a good day. We got the over fenders in. So we got our over fenders in for the S13. These are from carbon fiber hood. Quality it seems like it's okay. I have one little crack here. I'm not too worried about it. It's not a big deal. It's fiberglass. But we're test fitting them, making sure they fit okay. I think today what we're going to do is we're actually just going to lightly sand down the car itself. And then, you know, go from there. Get rid of a lot of this stuff. There's a little bit of rust I see right here. So, probably going to get some Mondo and patch that up. And then just go from there. But, start sanding the car down and then maybe primer it. But, engine bay looks pretty good. After sitting for a while. Let it cure. I think I'm gonna do another clear on it, another coat of clear on it, just to hit some spots a little thicker. That doesn't look too bad to me. So we're gonna jump into that, and then yeah, go from there, guys.
Yep.